Hey rappers, what's good? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 apps that you need to have. Hey, what's up? My name is Hitplay of Hitplaybeats.com, and my goal is to help provide rappers with the knowledge they're going to need in order to turn their dreams into their careers. So if you're a serious rapper, make sure you go ahead and you hit that subscribe button down below, and you click the notification bell to get notified every time I release a new video. Also, if you like any of the beats you hear in the background of this video, I'll have the direct links to each of those in the description below. Alright, so let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, so the first app that we're going to talk about on this list is one that you may have heard of, you may not have heard of. It's one called Evernote, and Evernote's really cool because it's a cloud-based storage app, meaning that anything that you write in there and that you save to it, you'll always be able to have access to it as long as you have your login information. So because it's free and because it's cloud-based storage, if you write anything in there, like say lyrics to your songs or ideas or just anything like that, if anything happens to your phone, you're not going to lose it permanently. Like, you'll lose your phone obviously, but you're not going to lose the hard work that you put into your lyrics, or you're not going to lose the ideas for like music videos that you had or like anything like that. So it's very essential that, you know, you get this app so that way you don't lose any of the stuff that you worked hard to save. So I can't tell you how many artists that I've worked with locally that have lost their entire projects and entire bodies of work because something happened to their phone, like it got lost or stolen or destroyed, and all that work was pretty much lost. I had another guy, he dropped his phone into a pool, and he was lucky enough that his phone was able to turn back on. He got all the songs that he needed off of it, but again, and his phone died like almost immediately after that, so he was really lucky. And this is all because like you could avoid something like that just by having a free app that allows you to save all your ideas. And it's as easy as going into your phone and going into your notes and basically copying all and then pasting all of it into Evernote. All right, so the second app that we're going to talk about is actually one that you may already have built into your phone, and it's actually going to be the voice recorder app. So if for whatever reason you don't have a voice recorder app or anything like that on your phone, I guarantee you can go into the Android store or into the Apple store and you can find something similar. But the main reason that you want to have one of these voice recorder apps on your phone is because whenever you feel inspired and you're in the moment and you have an idea running through your head, you want to capture that as soon as possible. There is nothing worse than having an idea for like a melody or for like a verse or like the dopest bar ever, and then you try to write it down, or you wait till you write it down and you can't remember exactly what you had, but you knew that was the phrase, or that was the melody, or that was the idea that was like just a rock solid idea. So using a voice recorder app, you'll actually be able to capture those raw ideas and go back and revisit them later. So another great use for these apps for rappers is you'll actually be able to hear yourself. So if you have an idea for like a melody or like a specific flow or like a rhythm or something that you want to kind of hear and kind of just like imagine and save for later that you can go back and reference, you'll have that. You'll be able to go back and reference that at any time. It's also going to give you an idea of what you're going to sound like when you actually go to record. So if you need to improve your timing or improve your delivery or just any number of things like that, you'll actually be able to hear yourself and know that you need to improve on like, okay, my timing's off, or like, you know, I need to deliver this better, and like I don't really believe what I'm saying, and like there's no energy behind what I'm saying. So you'll actually be able to hear all that and be able to figure out what you need to improve on as you go. So basically, if you don't have your own home studio set up or anything like that yet, your voice recorder is probably going to be the next best thing you can get to be able to hear yourself and developing your style. All right, and so the third app that we're going to talk about is one that's probably going to be controversial, and I know there's going to be somebody that says something in the comments, and I really don't care, because my opinion on any tool and anything that helps you create faster or create better product or anything like that, you should use it regardless of what anybody says and whatever anybody thinks. So the third app on this list is called PrimeRhyme, and PrimeRhyme is really cool because it's a multi-syllabic rhyming dictionary that you have on your phone. So basically the best use for this is obviously it's going to help you finish out bars that you might be stuck on in a song, or if you're in a studio situation or like in a studio session rather, you'll actually be able to, you know, if you're freestyling stuff in, or you didn't finish writing your song before you went to the studio, or any number of other situations like that, you'll be able to open up PrimeRhyme and kind of go through the next couple of bars and finish out what you need so that you can keep moving and not waste any time. And again, it's a multi-syllabic rhyming dictionary, so you're not just gonna find like basic words. They have basic words that are in there that, you know, like obviously like you'll have simple rhymes, but they also have like multi-syllabic words too, so it'll actually help you like kind of have, you'll have a more diverse palette of words that you can actually choose from and use. So the fourth app that we're going to talk about is one called Google Voice. And Google Voice is really cool because if you're at the stage where you're getting booked for shows and you need to look a little more professional and you need to have a way for people to contact you, but you don't want to give out your personal number for any reason at all, you can use Google Voice and you basically get a second mobile number for your phone. So this is really useful because, again, if you're getting booked for shows or you have any way that people through music, like the music industry or just like the music industry, like any way that anybody can get a hold of you so that you know that this is like a music related call, if they call that number, it's going to ask them to state their name. And if you don't know that person or that name, or maybe you're familiar with the name, you'll actually know who it is calling you before you answer the phone. And so having something like Google Voice is definitely going to help you come across as more professional and more well-rounded and like taking this a lot more seriously than other people. So some other minor features that I thought were really cool about Google Voice was the fact that you can actually open it through a desktop computer, and so you can text people through the desktop. And I don't know yet, I haven't tried. I think you can send files. So like if you have like an MP3 or something, you can actually load that file into that text message. So if you want to share your music with somebody real quick and you don't want to email it to them and you just want them to like open it on their phone, that's a way that you should be able to do that. And so then the other really cool thing is like you can do conference calls really easily. So if you're in a team or you have like a group of rappers that you're working with, or you're just like friends with like, you know, local group or something like that that's small, or whoever, or you need a conference call for whatever reason, you can literally just call one person and then hit 5, and then you can actually have like, you can add other people in that way. All right, and so the fifth and final app that we're going to talk about today is one that I really love and I personally use almost every day, is one called Trello. And Trello is really cool because it's like a cloud-based storage app. It's similar to Evernote, but at the same time it's totally different in the way that it like functions and how it's going to work for your workflow as a rapper. So basically Trello is going to be used more or less for organizing thoughts and ideas and keeping everything pretty much organized as an artist. So basically if you say you're doing a mixtape, right, or you're doing a project and you also need to have singles that are coming out every month, or just multiple stuff like that, like you have a lot of stuff that you need to stay on top of. Once you get the single done, you can put the single in what's called a card, like just the audio file. You can then get the mixtape cover, put it in the same file, and then you can write notes about it and have that basically like your release schedule or when it needs to be out, or any other things or any other notes you need to take about that song. So that's all going to be stored in what's called a card. And then all those cards are going to be stored in what's called a board. And that board can basically be like the title of your mixtape, and you'll actually be able to use that to basically, like, so say if you're doing, like, that's a song for your project, you'll have everything all in one place. So for those artists that are at that level where they know that they need to keep up the momentum and they need to stay organized and stay on top of all of their stuff, you basically will have, you'll be able to keep everything organized in a way that makes everything, it makes it easier for you to basically stay on top of everything and release everything in a timely manner. And another minor detail about Trello is that you can actually also access it through a computer. So if you're at a computer somewhere and you need to take notes, or you want to do all this from a computer and then also have that information on your phone so you can look at it at any point in time, you'll actually be able to do that as well. All right, so I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, make sure you go ahead and you like the video down below. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave those in the comment section down below as well. And until next time, here's some more videos.